Hey everybody, it's too cold to work outside. A couple videos ago I showed my deck that I had worked on during the summer, and then I mentioned I was going to add on to my shed, so that's what I've been doing, but I'm afraid winter is catching me before I can finish, and now it's a little too cold today. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Before I get into my diecast finds, I have a shop card shout out, I guess you'd say. Mike's Mods and Customs sent me one of his new shop cards showing some of his, looks like mainly the pictures are die cast. I could be wrong. Maybe one or two of them are models that he's made, but I wanted to give a shout out to Mike's Mods and Customs. Thank him for that. Added that to my board. And now let's get into what we found, I don't know, probably over the last couple of months. First, we'll take a look at this. I picked this up at Goodwill for 35 cents with my senior discount. I don't know if you can see up inside of there. It's got a lot of detail, and it's just a cheap, made in China. The cab is die cast, but it's got opening doors, rubber tires, pretty cool. And got, like I said, 35 cents for that little ambulance. I would guess that's probably I don't know, what would you say, 1/43rd scale compared to these 1/32nd. I don't know. It's made by a Chinese company called Kin's Fun, which I'm assuming is associated with Kin Smart. So anyway, 35 cents at the Goodwill. Can't beat that. And picked up a couple of cool little Maistos at the Dollar Tree. Little Ford Econoline van. Really like that a lot. And then we also picked up a 57 Chevy pickup. That's pretty neat looking. So I grabbed that one. Then I added to my gasser collection. I have this in a couple of colors. Didn't have this yellow Tri-5 Terror 55 Chevy Bel Air gasser. And I have this in red, I think. And found the purple color of the 64 Nova. Very nice. And then an old favorite that I don't have in this kind of a rust brown color, Pass and Gasser. So 3 new additions to my gasser collection, my favorite type of drag racing. Then I always pick up a Honda CRX. I've got this in black and red. And I found the Zamek, whatever you want to call it, version of the 90 Honda Civic, which is kind of like a CRX. It's a hatchback Honda Civic. And then I know everybody loves the 68 through 70 Plymouth GTXs and Dodge Chargers, but I don't know, call me weird, but my favorite year has always been the 71 Plymouth GTX and Dodge Charger. I guess from back in the day when I remember seeing Richard Petty drive his 71. And I really like the look of that. I've always loved the front end of this car. I don't know what it is, but it really stands out to me. And speaking of favorite cars, let's go look at the Matchboxes. Found a 94 Mitsubishi 3000 GT. I've always liked that car, the body style, when they first came out. And of course, it's got nice details on the rear end and the front. And then, besides the 71 Dodge Charger, I've always loved the Fastback 66 Dodge Charger. So I picked that one up. Then I found this 75 Opel Kadett, nicely detailed on the rear and in the front. Brings back memories from when I was a teenager and my dad still worked at a car dealership. And it was a Buick Pontiac Opel car dealership. Kind of a strange combination, but picked that one up. And then we found this 57 Ford Custom 300. Really like that. My dad had a 56 before I was born. And then I found this one. It's called a 1949 Curtis sports car. And I hadn't heard of that. Looked it up, and come to find out it was a small family-owned business. And this is a custom car that they made and sold under their name using parts from other cars, mainly Fords. So that was they only made this 2 years. Pretty sure 49 and 50 were the only 2 years they made this. I could be wrong, but it's what I seem to remember from my research. So there's my diecast haul for, I don't know, probably the last 2-3 months. Like I said, I've built the deck in the summer, then we had a loss in the family. Not a great time going through all of that. And so last couple months, this is what I've picked up. So let me know what your favorite was if you've watched this far in the video, which I doubt. So we'll catch you on the next one.